Here.
Assisted by John Maley and Seth.
Welcome to Charlottesville. Tom Sox Baseball is on the air on this Tuesday evening. We've got Tom Sox and Turks for you here from Charlottesville. Coming up,
Lucky Sock is Daniel Nolan.
they're currently meeting at the field. This is David Argo along with Brendan Farrell here for one final meeting. These teams have met 7 times already this year. Tom Sox have won 6 of the 7 meetings so far. Seth Dvorak, the Tom Sox assistant coach, is meeting at the field with Bob Weiss, the head coach for the Harrisonburg Turks. We will get started here in just a moment. Let's start with the lineups for Harrisonburg, led by head coach Bob Weiss in his 29th season. Batting first and playing second base is Clay Lockett. Batting second in left field, Peyton Crispin. Batting third at first base, Logan McNeely. Batting fourth in center field, Connor Hardigan. Batting fifth in right field, Jordan Sweeney. Batting sixth at shortstop, Bryce Saferwich. Batting 7th and catching, number 22, Justin Walks. Batting 8th and playing third base, Frederick Walter. In batting 9th at designated hitter, Robert Curbello. Start on the mound, the right-hander, Adam Riggleman. Brings in an 11.04 ERA in 7.1 innings this year. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts in 2 games started. We'll bring you the Tom Sox lineup as they're about to go to the national anthem here from Charlottesville. This is Tom Sox Baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and join the Valley Baseball League, our players and coaches, as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by Luna Sparks, Trey McGunn, and the amazing AJ.
Say, can you see by the dawn early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight lies gleaming by the bright and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, land we watched was a galley streaming, and the rockets ran there, the bursting in air gave proof the night that our right was still there. Oh, away down, that's where we go. Back down the wave. Oh, and all the brave.
Thank you. Great job.
Welcome back, Tom Sox Baseball. A great rendition of our national anthem there. Let's bring you the Tom Sox lineup here as we get ready to play baseball at Crutchfield Park. Batting first in left field, Victor Castillo. Batting second in right, Logan Amos. Batting third at third base, Pierce Bennett. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, Adam Cesiri. Batting fifth, the catcher, Wyatt Langford. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Garrett Spikes. Batting seventh, center fielder, Braylon Skinner. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Cole Foster. And batting ninth, second baseman, Zach Lemus. On the mound for the Tom Sox, making his Tom Sox debut on the year, Mason Delane. For VCU on the season, 4.87 ERA, 51 strikeouts in 17 starts, the most starts on the team for VCU. I welcome in Brendan Farrell. Brendan, tell us a little more about this Tom Sox pitcher we're about to see.
Yeah, big guy, David, 6'4", big frame from Delane. I'm excited to see him make his debut tonight. He's one of the new arms the Sox have brought in to keep the team fresh as we head into the playoffs as they start this weekend.
Delane taking his warm-up tosses from the right side of the mound. Home plate umpire Matthew Pierman watching him closely as we are getting set for Tom Sox and Turks baseball on the season. Let's set the defense one more time for the Tom Sox. At first base, Garrett Spikes. Second base, Zach Lemus. Third base, Pierce Bennett. And at shortstop, Cole Foster. In left field, Victor Castillo. Center field, Braylon Skinner. Right field, Logan Amos. Behind the plate, Wyatt Langford. And on the mound to start the night for the Tom Sox, Mason Delane. Getting closer to action here. Leading off the game for the Turks will be Clay Lockett. Brings in a 217 batting average, 321 on base, 287 slugging. What are you expecting to see from Delane tonight, Brendan?
Well, like I said, big frame, should have a lot of speed. But from the Sox in general, David, I would look for Coach Corey Kohler to try and rotate guys, since the Sox have not only clinched the South Division in the VBL, but the number 1 seed heading in the playoffs. Look for them to try and get more guys, especially the guys further down in the lineup, more action so that we can have depth going in the playoffs, be healthy and ready to go.
You mentioned the Tom Sox already winning the division championship as well as the regular season championship for the Valley League. The Tom Sox in first place, Turks in second place in the South Division, but the Tom Sox have a 9.5 game lead over the Turks for second place. But in that South Division, whole mess of things. It's through second through fourth place in the South Division. Every team's clinched the playoffs. Covington ended their season due to COVID a while ago, but Harrisonburg 18-18 on the season. Charlottesville 28-9, 8-2 in their last 10 meetings as Clay Lockett gets set to step up to the plate, and we set to get going here from Charlottesville. Lockett walking up to the plate. Delane getting ready to start his Tom Sox career. Delane originally signed to the Tom Sox in 2020. Came on as a late addition this year, making his debut, as I said before. Winds up, gets ready to throw the first pitch. That one down low for ball 1. Lockett 217 on the year. Swing and a miss on the second pitch. 1-1 count.
Delane's coming to Charlottesville from Colonial Beach, Virginia, not too far away, but also from Richmond for the VCU Rams. So, one Virginia kid on the mound for us tonight, David.
Delane sets. Shakes off the first pitch. Knives the second throw. That one is outside and low, ball 2. Delane sets. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swung right through that one. Delane on the season for VCU. 4.87 ERA. As I mentioned, 17 starts. That's the most on the team for VCU on the season. 64.2 innings as he throws the next one. That one hit out to left center field. Left fielder Castillo and center fielder Skinner tracing it back, and Skinner is under it. Almost a collision there, but Skinner gets it for the first out of the ball game.
Nice play by Skinner there. He's known for speed on the bases, but his speed in the outfield there really helped him make a nice grab.
That'll bring up Peyton Crispin, left fielder out of Oklahoma City University. Hitting the 400s for Oklahoma City this year, but Harrisonburg struggling a little more. Only 205 on the year, the 285 on base percentage. Sets to the first pitch. In there on the corner, strike 1. Crispin batting 205, 288. 23 hits on the year and 112 at-bats. Been with the Turks the entire season. Fouls the next pitch off to the left side. The count goes 0-2. Twelve RBIs on the season for Crispin. 12 walks to go along with 25 strikeouts. As he gets his feet in the batter's box, cleaning it off a little bit. So that's back in. We're ready to keep going. That ball hit out to shortstop right in at Cole Foster. 2 away. Brendan, after a couple balls to start the game for Delane, seems like he's settling in a little more.
Yeah, he's been hammering the bottom part of that strike zone, trying to work on his speed and consistency down there, get that experience from his time in the VBL.
That brings up Logan McNeely. Normally wears number 31, but wearing 18 tonight. 289, second best on the team for the Turks. Delane sets. First pitch in there on the inside corner, strike 1.
As I talked about him hitting low in the zone, Delane goes up there. Bit of a change from the first 2 batters he faced.
McNeely 289 .329 on base percentage on the year. He's in 13 RBIs as that one is misses for a ball. Delane sets. Now the pitch. That one inside. Ball 2. This Turks lineup has really struggled to hit all year. I mentioned only one batter hitting over 300 not in the lineup tonight is Michael Rosario. So McNeely, the leading batter that's in the lineup, as that one almost hits McNeely. So it's a 3-1 count right as we talked about. The command from Delane starting to lose it a little here.
Yeah, you mentioned the hitting woes for Harrisonburg. Last week in the matchup, they only scored 1 run against the Sox, and I believe the only victory for the Turks this year was a 3-1 win over Charlottesville. So
Turks have not won here at Crutchfield Park as that one sails up and in for ball 4, and the Turks have their first base runner of the game.
Batting for the Turks,
That'll bring up Connor Hardigan on the year for Harrisonburg. Hardigan 246 on the year.
Hardigan comes out of JMU, so he gets to play his summer baseball in his home stadium in Harrisonburg. Always a nice treat.
You think that's a benefit to these hitters?
I would say it definitely makes him feel more comfortable.
Delane gets ready. Now the pitch. That one a check swing, but he doesn't go all the way around. He goes inside for a ball. Hardigan 246 on the year, 38 strikeouts. It's the third most, on the Harrisonburg Turks. Next pitch is down low, another ball. It's 5 straight balls now from Delane.
That shouldn't be too much of a surprise, though, David. Just trying to settle in here at the crutch in his first appearance.
Next pitch stays low. It's a 3-0 now.
A lot of the balls have been above the zone. Look for him to try and keep his pitches a bit lower towards the bottom of the strike zone. That's where he was hitting early during warm-ups and the first couple batters.
That pitch just touches the bottom of the zone. 4 strike, 3-1 now on Connor Hardigan, the cleanup hitter today. That one fouled off to the right side.
that foul ball was sponsored by Domino's Pizza.
Delane's done a nice job fighting back in this count.
Count now full, 3-2, 2 outs. Runner on first base is Logan McNeely. That pitch hit out to right center field. Skinner tracking it. And he can't make the catch. Stretches but can't get it. And he moves over to second base, and that will score McNeely. So Turks get on the board first. Here in this first inning, it's 1-0 Harrisonburg.
Batting for the Turks, right fielder from Rutgers, Camden, number 32, Jordan Sweeney.
So Jordan Sweeney now. Number 5 hitter on the day for the Turks. 276 on the season, leads the team with 21 RBIs. 45 strikeouts, however, that's the most on the team. That ball hit out to center field in between the second baseman and shortstop. That one will score Connor Hardigan. 2-0 now for the Turks, an RBI single for Jordan Sweeney.
Batting for the Turks, the shortstop from JMU, number 2.
Hardigan got a good jump on that one. Ball was more of a dribbler out to center field, which gave him a better chance to get around and score from second.
So 2 runs in now on the inning for Harrisonburg. Mason Delane looked in control early after a little bit. Now just missing a little bit on his pitches. And that's 3 straight batters that have reached as the first pitch is in there for a strike on Bryce Safrowicz. Safrowicz, the lowest batting average among players who have played a decent amount of games for the Turks this year at 186. Batting in the 6th spot today at shortstop. Another hitter out of JMU. That ball goes low for 1-1. Turks 231 batting average on the year. We mentioned their hitting woes. That's second to last in the Valley League, only in front of Percival, who's batting under 200 on the year. That ball hit out to second base. Throw a little off target, but Garrett Spikes is able to handle it for the third out. So Harrisonburg gets 2 out early, but then gets 2 runs in on a pair of hits. We go to the bottom of the first. This is Tom Sox Baseball. Back here in Charlottesville, Turks 2 runs in the first inning as the Tom Sox get set for their first at-bats of the year. Let's run through the Tom Sox lineup once again. Victor Castillo leads it off, former Covington Lumberjack, now in Charlottesville, left fielder. Batting second, Logan Amos, right field. Batting third, Pierce Bennett at third base. Batting fourth, Adam Cesari, the designated hitter. Fifth, Wyatt Langford, the catcher. Sixth, first baseman Garrett Spikes. Seventh, center fielder Braylon Skinner. Eighth, shortstop Cole Foster. And ninth, the man to make the last out of that last inning, Zach Lemus. On the mound for Harrisonburg, Adam Riggleman struggled a little bit in his couple starts so far this year. 11.04 ERA, 7.1 innings, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts on the year for Riggleman. Riggleman allowed 9 earned runs in those 7.1 innings, 11 hits. The 367 opponent batting average. The first pitch goes in and low for ball 1 on Victor Castillo. Batting .444 in his Tom Sox career, but .313 on the season with Covington, a reliable hitter at the top of the Lumberjacks lineup as that ball is in there for a strike 1.
Castillo had a big hit last night. A nice double, 3 RBI double. Really got the Sox moving in the right direction to get a big victory in Game 1.
3 of his 4 RBI in the year as that one is hit out to shallow center field. Second baseman and center fielder both going to it. Neither of them will get it. And Victor Castillo leads off the game for the Tom Sox with a single to shallow center.
Yeah, Lockett there, making his way out from second base for the Turks. Couldn't quite get there as that ball just dropped out of his reach.
That'll bring up Logan Amos, having one of the best seasons for the Tom Sox so far this year. Struggled early, but has since picked it up now, batting .324 on the year. Shades of his MVP caliber season in Covington two years ago.
I'll take another MVP for our team, David. That would work for me.
Any day of the week. As first pitch is fouled off to the left side. Count goes 0-1. Runner on first base for the Tom Sox. It's Victor Castillo. Just reached on a single. Amos, I mentioned, really picking it up here in the month of July. A .432 batting average this month. 12 RBI, 7 doubles, 19 hits in just 16 games. That ball swung on and missed. Strike 2. .462 batting average in his last 10 games for Amos. It's pretty impressive.
Common theme, though, for the Sox. The offense has been really clicking.
You mentioned that. .331 over the last 10 games is the Tom Sox offense. That ball goes outside for a ball.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Quite possibly. .264 on the year for the Tom Sox. 257 runs scored. Ranks third in the entire Valley League. That ball, another foul over to the left side into the parking lot.
That foul ball was sponsored by Dos Amigos Landscaping.
331 over the last 10 for the Tom Sox. 97 runs scored, just 10 games. Since June 25th, the Tom Sox have outscored their opponents by 89 runs. It's pretty impressive. Next ball, another foul ball just beyond left field foul line. Count stays 1-2. 6 of the last 10 games, the Tom Sox have scored 10-plus runs, including one against these Harrisonburg Turks. That run rule victory last Friday, 11-1. Next pitch from Riggleman stays outside. Count goes 2-2. Amos, .432 on base percentage on the year, same as his slugging percentage. 8 doubles, tied for the team lead with Cole Foster as Riggleman steps off before delivering the pitch. And they get set. Crowd getting into it early. Riggleman misses outside again. Count goes full.
Good job by Amos in this at bat. Staying in there after hitting a couple foul balls. Now he's got himself a full count.
Amos sits and stares, swings the bat as Riggleman checks on the runner at first. Now looks to the plate. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Logan Amos goes down on strikes. Just the 12th strikeout on the year for Logan Amos. Then Pierce Bennett, the reigning Tom Sox hitter of the day, will come up to bat. Went 4 for 6 yesterday. Couple RBIs, couple runs scored in that doubleheader sweep against Front Royal.